Question 1. In what year was he born? Question 2. In what American state was he born? Question 3. What was his full name at birth? Question 4. What was his first hit in the UK charts? Question 5. What was his number one single in both the UK and US charts? Question 6. Who was the uncredited singer on Dead Ringer for Love single? Question 7. With whom did he release the track Rock and Roll Mercenaries? Question 8. On whose 1976 album did he record 5 tracks? Question 9. Who wrote and produced Bat Out of Hell? Question 10. The album version of Bat Out of Hell is how long? Is it 8 minutes 52 seconds, 9 minutes 52 seconds, or 10 minutes 52 seconds?
That's your first 10 questions done. Are we done? Whatever, please subscribe.
Yeah, folks, before you go any further, we'd love for you to subscribe, help us grow our channel. And you know what's coming next? It's the 10 seconds to the answers. Question 1. In what year was he born? 1947. Question 2. In what American state was he born? Texas. Question 3. What was his full name at birth? Marvin Lee Addy. Question 4. What was his first hit in the UK charts? You took the words right out of my mouth. Question 5. What was his number one single in both the UK and the US charts? I'd do anything for love, but I won't do that. Question 6. Who was the uncredited singer on Dead Ringer for Love single? Cher. Question 7. With whom did he release the track Rock and Roll Mercenaries? John Parr. Question 8. On whose 1976 album did we record 5 tracks? Ted Nugent. Question 9. Who wrote and produced Bat Out of Hell? Jim Steinman. Question 10. The album version of Bat Out of Hell is how long? 9 minutes 52 seconds. But of course, we all know the live version was much longer.
Questions 11 to 20, coming up.
Here we go.
Question 11. What is the last track on the original Bat Out of Hell album? Question 12. What Chuck Berry song did he cover on the album Midnight at the Lost and Found? Question 13. What was the name of the character he played in Wayne's World? Question 14. What is the name of his backing band? Question 15. The 1987 live album was recorded where? Question 16. On what TV show did he play Doug Rennie? Question 17. What kind of citrus fruit was a title for a track on Bat Out of Hell 2, Back into Hell? Question 18. What is the name of his actress daughter? Question 19. What is the title of his final studio album? Question 20. What age was he when he died? Here's the answers for 11 to 20.
And if you've not subscribed yet, folks, we'd love you to subscribe for future videos, future quizzes.
Question 11. What is the last track on the original Bat Out of Hell album? For crying out loud. Question 12. What Chuck Berry song did he cover on the album Midnight at the Lost and Found? Promised Land. Question 13. What was the name of the character he played in Wayne's World? Tiny. Question 14. What is the name of his backing band? The Neverland Express. Question 15. The 1987 live album was recorded where? Wembley Stadium. Question 16. On what TV show did he play Doug Rennie? Ghost Wars. Question 17. What kind of citrus fruit was a title for a track on Bat Out of Hell 2, Back into Hell? Lemon, as in life is a lemon and I want my money back. Question 18. What is the name of his actress daughter? Amanda Ade. Question 19. What is the title of his final studio album? Braver Than We Are. Question 20. What age was he when he died? 74. So then, Joe, we all like a bit of meatloaf. So what's the Bat Out of Hell memories you've got?
I've seen Meatloaf quite a few times, but the last time that I seen Meatloaf was in 2007. And the first time it was twice in one weekend. I got that wrong. It was twice in one weekend. The first time was on a Friday night, and it was at the Scottish Exhibition Centre in Glasgow. And the second time was at the Metro Radio Arena in Newcastle. But the reason I seen him twice is because my friend had tickets on the Friday night, and a girl that I worked with, and she said, "Oh, I would love to go, but I've got 2 tickets and nobody can go with me." She says, "Do you want to go?" And I says, "Oh, I'm already going." And she said, "Oh, just come with me." She says, "As long as you do the driving, I'll pay for the tickets." Well, that was just too much to pay up. So I went and seen him, and we were about a foot from him. We were so close. He came out with a big wig on and everything, and halfway through the song, he just said, "Oh, to hell with this," and he took it off. He says, "It's too hot to wear that now." He says, "I wish I had the hair like that, but I haven't." And that was an amazing experience, as I say, right at the front with the crowd. You thought Bat Out of Hell lasted, a long time on the record, but it lasted. I'm sure it was 30 minutes when he played
I think it was that.
when he played it at the end of the night. It just seemed to go on forever. Like nobody wanted it to finish. He didn't. The band didn't want it to finish. He didn't want it to finish. It just went on for such a long time. But I have to say that the T-shirts that they were selling on the night were very, very expensive. But as with everything, you live in Glasgow, you could always buy it on the side. And the next time I seen him was a couple of nights later at the Metro Radio Arena, and it was a totally different experience. It was an all-seated venue, as it used to be an ice rink. It was a very cool venue, and everybody was seated. Even though people were out on the ice rink, were standing, it wasn't the same experience. It was the same songs, but it wasn't the same experience. So I'm glad I got to see him standing up and be able to dance and sing along with it. It was so different. When I was in the Metro Radio, people were telling me to sit down because they couldn't see. Well, as with any music, like I've always said, if the music moves me, I've got to get up and move. And that's what it did with Meatloaf's music. So next week, Steve, what have we got?
A sort of Bat Out of Hell Halloween. Just a fairly simple one. Halloween music questions.
We'll see you all then. Have an amazing week, folk. Bye.
Bye.